Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we're about to head into the Abyss. We're going to go to Alushinyrra very soon. Very excited. One of my favorite areas in the game, despite the weird rotate to unlock parts of the city situation that apparently a lot of people don't like. I don't mind it too much. It can get annoying at times though, depending because sometimes I want to look around while my characters are running to places and I'll switch the camera angle and it'll lock off an area and I'm like, oh, I did not mean to do that. Do we rest here before going into the Abyss? Probably. Is there corruption here before we go into the Abyss? Almost certainly. Maybe we should just go through. I think there's fights to do on the other side, but we should be fine for corruption anyways. And I don't think we have to worry about corruption too much when we get there. I will, however, quick glance at our spells because we did level up. So let's grab some. Nope. She doesn't have the mythic thing for that yet. The ascended element, lightning. That's fine the way it is, I guess. Which sucks because she's gonna want either both ascended element, lightning, and greater abundant casting, or whatever the newer one is. Weirdly, I don't think many of our people have any other spells to do. Our paladin still got 2 spells, and she might have 1 more spell. Nope, she took a fighter level, so that's really it. We just had to do some summon spells. Stormbolts is extremely powerful, though. We just need to get to the point where we can use it effectively with Ascended Element. So, yeah, we'll get to there eventually. Don't worry about it. I really do believe that there are a couple fights as soon as we get in here just to clear out the main area with the mines, I think. I'm honestly drawing a little bit of a blank here. Oh, we get to loot things. We don't need any of that. If we're looking for Mithril Chain, we might have missed some along the way. Not sure how I missed all of these scimitars, but we're going to grab them all. Look at all those masterwork scimitars worth hundreds of dollars. Hundreds. Hide armor's worthless. This is just full plate plus 1, or full plate nothing, which is worthless. All the Merilith scimitars in the world. Jesus, there's a lot of them. That's a normal scimitar. That's nothing. Some broccolis. Another Volakai, but whatever. Nothing to grab. Alright, that's it, we're leaving. We are actually pretty heavily encumbered.
The commander has stepped through the rift, and now there is no going back. Onward, to solitude, to the unknown, to the Abyss.
Off to the Abyss we go. There's a giant skull, which was the demon lord that was killed by Nocticula. Yeah, she's pretty powerful. And we're mythicking up. Nice. Oh, we got a new abundant casting, didn't we? Well, we don't necessarily need abundant casting, I guess. But I would like abundant casting. Or do I want to send it element? It's such a tough call on this one. Champion. I just wanted to see if he talked. He didn't. A champion. I witnessed something most astonishing. The moment you stepped into the rift, I sensed a surge of power. Your power is beyond my understanding, but my hopes are with you, now and always. The angel turns his head and surveys the bleak landscape that has been revealed to you. His movements are growing tense, and even the soft golden glow that usually emanates from him is fading. So that's where this rift leads, to the realm of the most cunning of all the demon lords. This location is familiar to me, but that fact brings me neither joy nor consolation. The Abyss. You feel physically ill. This place is a vile parody of Elysium, the home of freedom. But the freedom here knows no love, no kindness, no beauty. This place is just the endlessly gaping maw of an insatiable predator who devours souls. Desna descended here just once, and her rage almost provoked an interplanar war. With pain in your heart, you feel just how far your goddess is from you now. Ah, the Abyss, Nenio rubs her palms together. This is not a hospitable place, but just imagine how many experiments we can conduct here. How many marvelous demons we can study. Arushale's voice drops to a whisper. The Abyss. I swore I'd never come back. Everything here dredges up old memories. Everything here just screams, this is your true home, my cursed and benighted home. Home is the place where you feel safe, the place you love and feel comfortable in. Our party is your true home, and the Abyss is just a place. A sad smile lifts the corners of the succubus's lips. You're right, this is just a place, a dark and evil place, but no more than that. I've already broken away from here once and I can do it again. Darren stands with one arm slung across his chest. He seems to be listening intently to something only he can hear. The commander has been banished to the abyss by the grace of the illustrious Queen of Mendev, uprooted from his life and sent on a mission to a strange and alien world. You didn't foresee that little twist, did you? How could you? It's not as if you've ever seen my dearest cousin Galfrey behave in such a high-handed manner with anyone else. Then again, who needs all this lamenting? Words and sentiments like these are appropriate between relatives or lovers, and you and I fall into neither category. The former, to my relief, the latter to my eternal disappointment. We are in the abyss, which is the worst possible setting for any kind of dalliance. What can you tell me about the place? These are the Midnight Isles, an odd mix of pensiveness and profound aversion rings in the angel's voice. This is the realm of Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. Every corner of the abyss is repellent in its own way, but this is where one truly walks on courses. The angel gestures at the land with his iron gauntlet, on the corpses of demon lords that were treacherously murdered. Every monster slain by Nocticula becomes an island like the one we're standing on right now. This place seems to be created specifically to befuddle the hearts and minds of the righteous. What I mean is that the demon lords are our enemies, and their deaths should please us, but as I look at this black sky, I realize that sometimes the death of evil creates an even greater evil. Why would Nocticula kill the other demon lords? Her power, of course. Every new murder that she commits extends her realm, and the greater her realm, the greater her power. The ambitions of the Lady in Shadow are great, and she knows no mercy. So the archipelago has become much larger in the millennia of her rule here. What does Nocticula have to do with the invasion of Golarion? I do not know. Before the idol that we saw in the Midnight Fane, I had not seen any trace of her influence in the World Wound, but it's no wonder. The Lady in Shadow values guile, subterfuge, and devious plots. I will not be surprised if it turns out that she's been secretly aiding Baphomet and Discari since the first days of the invasion. What should I be wary of here? Beware every shadow, the angel answers without hesitation. This is the abyss, the plane of chaos and evil. It would be fair to compare our mission to that of spies sent deep into enemy territory. We do not belong here, and everyone and everything that does not seek to kill us on sight will either kill us slowly or use us for unimaginable evil. It's a shame that we cannot hope for the protection of the Sword of Valor in this place, or of the one who used to wield it. You should have sensed it already, how different everything feels without the banner's holy protection. What's our plan? We need to find the source of the Nahindrian crystals and destroy it forever, if possible. We know for certain that the crystals were transported to the World Wound through the rift we used to get here. What we must do right now is take a thorough look around. We need to understand what this place is, and what they were doing with the crystals here, whether they were creating them or mining them, or bringing them here from elsewhere. I'd also like to know who was in charge of the demons on this side of the rift. There may still be traces here, or even some documents or witnesses. I see. Onwards. Be careful, champion. I'll wait for you here. We have mythic stuff to do now, though. Trickster path. Alright. So we have lots of things we can choose from, but let's take a quick glance. A quick glance, yes. That's the one. There's one that I want. Always a chance. You don't automatically miss when you roll one on an attack roll. That's a very important one for us. We're grabbing that right now. Right. Which one? I guess we can just read them and figure it out. We don't want athletics. Don't want that one. No. 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 Maybe? Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Give me one sec here, and I will find the path that we're gonna go. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. Alright, I've given it some thought as to what I want this to be. I think I'm gonna take the Knowledge World one. Well, it is not the best one. At the end of the game, it'll give us plus $5 rolls, and that's kind of important, other than Knowledge World, of course, but good enough. We're gonna grab a spell of some sort. I'm really not sure which one. I guess Banish, maybe? Not particularly... I mean, we don't really want any of these. I guess Feather Step is okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go with Expeditious Retreat. Gives us some extra run speed. So that can be pretty good. We also can give ourselves another one of these. Level 2 spells. We'll grab Chameleons. No, just Cat's Grace. Oh, that's also not that good for us. None of these are particularly good for us. Let's grab Invisibility. We're never going to cast it, but still. Level 3 spell, we get the Summon Medium Beer Elemental. We get almost Greater Invisibility, which is pretty interesting. Glorious Beard, which apparently gives us a +2 natural armor bonus to AC and DR5 slashing. Anyways, we're going to grab Displacement and also going to grab Blink. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to use it very often because we got our own mischance by using it, but whatever. So there we go. We've now gotten the ability to not always miss on ones, which it can be good, except that sometimes it can't be good. It'll be fine. Let's grab... what do we want with her? Mythic Beast, probably, because she needs her companion to survive slightly longer. And it's not a bad ability by any measure, so let's grab that. Easy enough one. Now this is where it kind of gets annoying. What do I want to do? Do I want to do Ascended Element Electricity, or do I want to go Greater Abundant Casting? One gives us more spells, the other one gives us the ability to hit with lightning spells, which can be really powerful, especially Stormbolt is super good. I think that with Ember we'll go with Ascendant Element for now. Yeah. And then with Nenio, though, we'll go with Greater Abundant Casting. Because, well, she can use the lightning stuff as well. I feel like she has more buff spells that we can use. And other stuff. Alright, that should be good enough. We're going to grab Greater Abundant Casting with Darren, because he needs more spells as well. And Arushale. Quite a few choices here. I'm just not sure which one I want to go with. I have a build for her, actually. Let's just quickly take a quick glance. And let's see. Arushale, where are you? There you are. What are we on? 5, I think? Yeah. Where do you have ranging shots? We could give her abundant casting for extra spells, but that's not really what we're going to want. Let's grab, Expose Vulnerability. That one's a pretty decent one. Bigger They Are also is really good, too. Actually, you know what? I think Bigger They Are is maybe better? Or Cleaving Shots. Do we have Cleaving Shots? No. Alright. Let's grab Cleaving Shots. That's a really, really good one. We should grab that one. Alright. There we go. And we can level up our horse, because our horse did level up. We just didn't have it alive last time. Apparently that was a very easy level. 152 hit points on our horse. Not bad. And its armor class is now 37. It has 30 strength. This plus 25 to hit. That's not actually too bad for a horse. Let's roll. There are definitely enemies here. I don't know exactly where they are. Should we... Should probably go through here really quickly. We can get all these Sirocos and one True Seeing. Actually, no, Darren has True Seeing. Yeah, that's fine. Excuse me. Just had a weird thing in my throat there. And I think everyone else just has spells per day. Like Darren, we don't need to worry about. Spells per day is his jam. He's got 3 out of 7 and 10 out of 10. He doesn't have level 8 spells yet, which is a little annoying.
You're a good person.
And her Stormbolts can actually hit things. She has 0 per day apparently on those, because we're not that level yet. A Jolting Portent we have. I guess we should have taken Abundant Cast. Oh, well, it's fine. There's a portal down here. I just think... I vaguely remember there being a fight here somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking later on in this. The stones of the arch emit a revolting high-pitched shriek. In response to these vibrations, the particles of ash and grit under your feet float upwards. They gather together and violently twist themselves into a whirlwind, at the heart of which an ember of magic flames ignites. The flames become brighter until you see a strange city inside the flames, featuring aerial spires, staircases that lead into the void, and streets entangled in a way that contradicts any logic or common sense. You see buildings that seem to be caught in an endless loop of crumbling and rebirth from ruin, islands that float in the ether, and alleyways that disappear and reappear again in a different location a few moments later. The city is reminiscent of a grimacing clown, one that makes mocking faces and changes its expression every second. Here and there you see other glints of light flashing on the city streets, and you look closer. You realize that the lights radiate from other arches similar to the one before you. The gold coin with Baphomet's mark, which you found on Darazan's body, reacts to the revolting sound by vibrating. The coin appears to be an enchanted item set to resonate with the arch, possibly serving as a tool of some sort. Figure out what we're seeing? Now we can easily do that check. You notice the entire city appears to be littered with intricate network of portals, with the arches serving as artifacts allowing you to access the alien network. Interacting with the arches seems to require formulating a clear request in your mind, at which point the magic will transfer you to another portal along the network. Try to understand why you can't move to the other arches. It's quite obvious that this strange construct was not designed for mundane use, only transporting users to specific arches that they're allowed to visit. It's likely some kind of system of magical marks is used, quite possibly shaped into tangible objects, to provide access to various arches. Before you get one such token, all the destination points will be closed to you. Determine our origin. The stones are cut in quite a rough manner, while the magical symbols appear to be drawn without too much diligence. It's quite unlikely that the architect of such an intricate network would have demonstrated such a lack of finesse. By all appearances, this arch is handmade, somehow connected to the web of portals and illicitly used for personal gain. Use the arch! We can't teleport anywhere into here yet, so... even if we wanted to, we can't. We have to go do other things first, like go into this mine, but we're gonna go down here at the moment, just a glance. I don't think there's anything down here. You can have a romantic liaison with Darren down here, but we did not choose that path. We didn't choose the romantic path with Darren. I think the closest person we have to a romantic path is Arushale, honestly, which I guess is fine. Arushale is one of the best characters, so... let's do some buffs quickly. This will be... we only have 3 greater heroisms, which isn't exactly ideal. They only last for 15 minutes each, so we may have to rest. I guess we could just get rid of the summons that she currently has, because we don't need them anymore. Wish I had done that earlier. Also, we're going to get rid of these Sirocos. Actually, you know what we can do, which is actually really fun, and we don't really need these with her, because we have other summoners. We can do meta magic, greater heroism. We'll use this one, this -1 level spell. We'll give it a different color. And now we have heroism greater here at this level. So there, now we have tons of them. And we can actually get rid of some of these ones, because we can do something, I think, kind of interesting here. If we go to level 7, grab this Siroco, add this to it, so we have selective magic and the other one. Now we can go to 6. We have now a lower level, technically, selected Siroco. We can actually get rid of all these. Now we have 1,000,000 Sirocos that we can use. That's the power of this spell. We can also do similar things, though. So if we grab this meta magic feat, because I think she also got this one, we can write a new spell like this. Now we have storm bolts that we can use from level 7. I wish you could duplicate it. That would be amazing, storm bolt like level 1s, but you can't do that. We can just do this along the path, though, if we want extra spells. Like, our level 5 spells aren't particularly good. Like, Fire Snake's good, but if you want a slightly lower level Dispel, for example, we now have Dispel Magic Greater as a lower level. It's such a powerful ability. Like, it's insanely good. For that specific reason, now that we can have, like, level 7 Storm Bolts. We can do that with any spell along this list. So Legendary Proportions, we can drop that down. Make it a level 6. Not that we particularly need to, but it doesn't matter at this point. We made our Storm Bolts lower. We can actually make Tsunami, which is a spell we currently have, somehow. Meta Magic that up. Drop this in there. We can even make a selected spell, but that's not important at the moment. Now we have Tsunami at this level. Massive wave of water that moves in a straight line across the land, doing 24d6 points of bludgeoning damage. And they must make athletics checks or mobility checks to not get knocked down, I believe. Yeah, prone and carried along by the waves. So yeah, we can do things like that. Just fun little things with this spell lowering. And in fact, I might do that with a couple of other spells. For example, Heal. We can drop that one down to level 5, which makes it significantly more useful because we have 11 uses of that one. 10 here, but that's fine. We'll do the same thing with Dispel Magic as well. Why aren't you letting me? Oh, because I didn't put a spell in there. Duh. There we go. We can make Raise Dead level 4 if we really wanted to. And we can do this sporadically too. So for example, if we used up... Actually, we can make the Restoration spell level 3. That might be really useful too. Oop, there we go. Easy enough to do. And actually, we can make all these protections cheaper as well. No need to waste all these good higher tier spells if we can just drop it down by 1. Wrong one. Oops. So yeah, you can actually literally make all of your spells lower level by 1. Is there a point to doing that all the time? No, but we can, for example, make this enemy dead. A spell we use at level 3 a lot, whereas we don't really use a lot of level 2 spells. Now we can drop all these enemy deads at level 2, and we have 12 of them per day. So yeah, you can... actually, I'm really curious about one thing. Can we make... And if this works, I will be... It'll be a joyous occasion. So we go Sorcerer, right? Meta Magic, Magic Missile. Drop it down to level 0. Is it a cantrip now? No way. We can cantrip up Magic Missiles. And Enlarge Person. Actually, all of the level 1 spells can just be cantrips. I didn't think that was a possibility. This is so good. I can't even describe how powerful this is for us. Infinite level 1 spells. Unfortunately, Darren doesn't really have any particularly useful level 1 spells. I guess other than Protection from Alignment, we can use that endlessly, which is actually pretty good too. So let's do that. That's crazy. That's so powerful. And everyone can... I don't think these guys have it. I didn't grab the meta magic with her or him for that matter. That is crazy powerful. I am so happy that this is a thing that we can do. Anyways, now I've played around enough. Let's go into this cave. Now we have unlimited magic missiles. And mage armor and stuff if we really want it, but mostly magic missile. We can actually turn it on to be her permanent cast spell. Wrong spell. Level 0. Boop. There we go. Now if we went to real-time combat, they would just keep firing magic missiles endlessly. Which is insane. That's insane. It's really crazy. I'm so happy about this. Like, I can't describe how joyous this makes me. No, I don't recall what the enemies are like in here, and I know we kind of wasted a bunch of time doing spell stuff, so let's just go take a look around. There's a portal here, leads somewhere. I think it leads out, actually. Back to the Fane. Hey, Masterwork Light Pick, cool. There's a succubus here. You can heal her, and we will, probably. Saving. Though it seems incredible, the deformed succubus's body still contains a flicker of life. As you approach, she opens her eyes. Her lips, crusted with blood, release a groan. You, Baphomet's spawn, run through your portal. You run too, Xvim. You think you're strong, but Our Lady in Shadow is stronger. She will get her revenge any way. You may be a demon, but I still can't stand to watch you suffer. Oddly, the healing powers have no visible effect. She just moans, slightly shakes her head, and stares at you with dull, green eyes. She's in pain. Why should the world have so much pain? Her eyes fill with tears, Ember says. Pain is a part of an organism's typical set of reactions to the environment. Through the medium of pain, the body sends a signal indicating danger and prompting the person to react correspondingly. So pain is useful? Ember considers this for a while. I guess you're right. Without pain, without sadness and grief, we would never have been able to tell what is good and what is bad, and yet, I would like it if there was at least a bit less of it. Who did this to you? Hepsimira, the succubus groans with hatred through her lips, half sealed with clotting blood. I've been following them, wanted to warn Our Lady, curses on Baphomet and his spawn. What were Baphomet's spawn doing here? Crystals. They've been mining crystals. They said it's to attack the Crusaders, but I believe they want to attack the realm of Our Lady in Shadow. We just got here and we're already tangled up in some web of intrigue? How's that for dumb luck? The ones who maimed you, where did they go? Through the portal. The succubus's green eyes brighten. Are you chasing them? Find them. I'll get my revenge even after I die. Having lost the last of her strength, the succubus drops her head onto her chest, and then she adds in a wheezing voice, "My key, I've hidden it in the lower shaft, not the one with the bones, and another one in a bigger shaft among old tools. Find them. Find their trail through the portal." "There's nothing I can do. Find them," the succubus whispers as you leave. I'm gonna leave her alive. I don't know if that is important or not, but we will. I'm gonna jump through this portal. I don't think it goes... Yeah, it just goes back to the Fane. Maybe there's a fight in there. Let's go take a look. Worst case scenario, we end up right back where we are. I think it just takes us back out, though. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going back in. Good to know. Maybe at like level 16 or something, we'll go back and try that Playful Darkness again. Alright, we need to go to the lower levels, which is over here. We go down this path. Grab some garbage. The path we need to go through is technically a hidden path, which I think is here. In fact, I know it's here. There's a really annoying fight in here. Deep grooves seemingly left by a giant hand fiercely scratching at stone. Half-rotten remains of a giant are missing an arm. This one was probably mutilated while he's still alive. Maybe that's not the right door. It's around here somewhere. Suture's here, though. Hi, Suture. Let you survive before, and I'm gonna do it again because I like you. You hear some muttering coming from the pile of bones. Gone. They're all gone. And left me with nothing. I've been searching and searching, but there's not even a trace. A large giant skull shakes. An old acquaintance of yours, the dredge called Suture, climbs out from under it, grumbling and groaning. He notices you, blinks, and then says in a tone of extreme melancholy, "Oh, it's you. What are you doing here, Suture? Can't you see for yourself? I've been browsing decorations for my newest luxury palace with a view of Ishire's best beaches," the dredge mumbles. Then without missing a beat, he says wistfully, "I was on my way to see Mr. Kyrieru, but I can't teleport when I'm like this. Every lousy Murack can do it, but I can't. All I could do was reach the Midnight Fane and slip into the rift, but now I can't go no further, so I've been searching for portal keys." Portal keys? You see these big things up there on the surface? They were kept closed most of the time so the slaves wouldn't run away. They can be opened with special keys. If I was lucky enough to find a key, I would have left this nasty place in a heartbeat, and then who knows, maybe I could have found Mr. Kyrieru. Is she around here somewhere? "You're a funny lad you are," the demon grunts. "My mistress? She's like the wind. One moment she's here, and the next she's gone. But she loves coming to Alush, to the abyss. I would have found her by now, if I could get out of here. What is this place?" "It's a little burrow dug by Baphomet's rats in the mansion of the illustrious Lady Nocticula," the Suture grimaces. "A former burrow, that is. Once I visited this place with my Mr. Kyrieru, on business, and this place was abuzz with life. The slaves were working, the slave drivers were tormenting them, and Hepzimira was choking the life out of both. You know Hepzimira, don't you? Nasty, horn-headed Nephilim, and Baphomet's daughter to boot. Now there's no one here. As soon as I saw you, I knew right away why they all fled." "Where'd these bones come from?" "They belong to the giants who used to work in these mines. You don't think Baphomet's minions dug the rocks with their own hands, do you? This mine was depleted first, so they converted it to a dump. Every time an enslaved giant died, they dumped the carcass here. I'm here to find the source of the Nahindrian crystals. Know anything about that?" "Well, you just found one. Good for you." The Suture sweeps his arms in a wide circle. "This is the mine where they used to dig the crystals, but that was long ago. They depleted it and left." "So the crystals can simply be mined like any other mineral?" "Simply enough, but not that simply," Suture grunts. "They can be mined alright, but the crystals are very rare and extremely expensive. That's all I know." "Are there many other mines like this one?" "There are several more on this island, as far as I could see. They must have all been depleted too. Baphomet's gang wouldn't have left this place if they had even a slim chance of finding more crystals. As for there being more mines elsewhere, I don't know." "How long have the demons known the secrets of the crystals?" "What's the secret you're talking about? Those crystals can be used in many ways. If you're talking about magical powers that can be extracted from a crystal and poured into a demon, no one could ever do it before my mistress. Even now, only a select few know how to do it. My mistress, I mean, Lords Baphomet and Discari are no fools to share that kind of knowledge with the entire abyss. Everything's clear. I gotta go." "You know what? You better look around really closely. Maybe you'll find a key, a portal key. It looks like a piece of faded glass, but it's filled with power. It'll shine purple. I'll walk around too, search some more." "You got it, Suture. I like you. You're good people. Kind of." Giant's bones look like they've been gnawed on, which is never a great sign. Key to the Nexus portals. The stone is gouged and crumbled. Hide of a magical creature, we needed that. Boots of Stampede give us a rank, or use our rank and athletics check as a bonus to dab, or, oh my god, I can't talk. We'll use your athletics rank as extra damage on a charge attack. There we go. There's a secret path here. I know there is. I gotta find it. I will find you, path. Then again, maybe there is no path. Let's go talk to the succubus. I think we found the key. There's also another path up here. We should probably go and take a look. Nothing. Is that an elven page? Looks kind of like an elven page. Yep. Nothing. Another key to the Nexus portals, so we found both of them. Can we save her? Nope. Okay. Let's go see if Suture wants to talk to us about this situation we got going on. I'm very hungry. I think it's time for breakfast after this video. Alright, well, we found the keys.
Watch out for trouble.
We have 2 keys, one to the Nexus portal. Actually, 2 to the Nexus portal. Let's just go up to the portal. We can go into the city proper, I guess. Now, maybe?
Keep your calm.
Perhaps we bring them to the... I don't remember exactly what we're supposed to do here, but I'm guessing we have to bring them to the Hand of the Inheritor. Regarding our mission. I got a key to the portal the demons who mine the crystals apparently used to leave this place. Let me look at it. The angel examines the flat piece of clouded crystal. I think I know how this key works. As soon as you finish exploring the mines, I shall open the portal. The dying succubus told me about the conflict between Nocticula's and Baphomet's servants. Not at all surprised, the alliances between the demon lords are usually fragile, and they break like spiders' web in the wind. However, the discord between our enemies can work to our advantage, no matter how repellent it is for me to even countenance. We must learn more about what is going on. I have reasons to believe that the hindering crystals were mined right here, in the mines. So the source of our troubles, these powerful crystals can be mined from the soil of the abyss, as if they were just ordinary minerals. I was convinced that the secret of their origin must be more complicated and nefarious, but this new knowledge terrifies me. There are half a dozen mines in the vicinity, and these mines are large. The largest was abandoned just recently, it seems. How many crystals did the demons manage to mine? How many monsters with mythic powers did they manage to create? We must find out. I know the name of the person who was in charge of the mines, Xvim. Xvim herself. Anger rings in the Hand of the Inheritor's voice. I know her. She's an old and dangerous adversary. A Nephilim, spawn of Baphomet himself. Yes, now I see it. The path we have stepped onto is dangerous, but it is the right one. The demons you've encountered before, even Darazand, were just officers in the Abyssal Army, whereas Xvim is a true princess of the spawn of chaos and evil. I'm not surprised that she's behind the secret of these cursed crystals. I dread to think what she is capable of doing with them. What if I try to use my powers to open the old portals? Alas, that is unlikely to work. These portals are unlike the seal in Dresden. They cannot simply be swept away. If you use that method, it'll either destroy them for good or open the path, but not to the place where the portal initially led and where our quarry fled. I've learned everything I wanted to in the place. Time to open the portal and press on. Then let us begin the pursuit at once. The portal begins to glow brightly and the Hand of the Inheritor gestures forward, his hand clenched into a fist. Onward, wherever this road may lead us. After approaching the portal, the angel freezes, heaven above. Just look at that. I see the pattern of sky-piercing spires and steep domes set against the midnight sky. This is Alushinyrra, the damned city of Nocticula. That's where the enemies were headed. So you think you're quick, eh? Well, I'm quicker. The Angel's Blade is just a moment too late to touch the skin of the demon who rushes into the portal. That cunning creature has stolen our key. The portal is inactive again. I swear, even the lowest of the abyssal creatures are disgusting and despicable. Got a second key. The demon's plot cannot stop us, but we haven't had much success in countering them. That is why we must make haste and move onwards. Will we have to move onward altogether? I do not think that will be necessary. We need an outpost in the abyss, and it will be best if we build it right here, far from larger demonic settlements and close to an active portal that will allow us to return here at any time. All your companions that are currently unoccupied should take care of guarding and setting up camp. This portal leads to Alushinyrra. What could this mean? It means that we will be looking for a particular clutch of demons among thousands of their kind. Alushinyrra is a real demonic metropolis. It's huge and macabre. It's a little safer, or rather, a little less dangerous, than other corners of the abyss. Lady Nocticula loves having visitors, including those from other planes, and she does not like it if her guests are dying every day in her city. But if it happens quietly and without too much attention, her black heart won't even skip a beat. We must be twice, even thrice as careful in this nest of sin. Let's go. Let me tell you, champion, we are going to Alushinyrra, the city of cunning and seduction. As sad as I am to admit it, we are unlikely to find our enemies and the hindering crystals they took without the aid of the denizens of this hideous place. If Xvim has something to do with all of this, we'll need another demon that matches her powers. We're going to find a way to make contact with one of the city's rulers. From that point, we now know that there's a conflict between Nocticula and Baphomet. I will not be welcome in this dark place, but I've prepared for this. The angel seems truly proud of his plan. I'll cast a spell on myself, so that not a single denizen of this plane whose soul is devoted to evil will be able to see or hear me. Invisible, I will follow you and protect you from all dangers and temptations of this place as best I can, and the demons will be unaware of my presence. Now, let us go. By the light and the sword. He does help you in fights sometimes. Usually if you're about to die, he'll pop up. But only once, I think. Alrighty, we are here. In Alushinyrra. We're gonna read this and then call it a video. Judging by the surroundings, these are the slums of Alushinyrra, Nocticula's capital city, the abode of beggars and vagabonds. It is impossible to descend any further except into the waters of the ocean itself, where the bodies of the unfortunate are dumped. And that's gonna be it. We're gonna call it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.